Hello, YouTube, and welcome to my top 10 best mods for Farm Sim 19. These 10 are a must have on any map. As we come to a close on Farm Sim 19, and before we head to Farm Sim 22, I wanted to bring you my list of the best mods to have, as well as what I feel are the top 10 most amazing mods we've got. So this is a recap of some of the amazing ones that have been given to us by some great modders. But also ones that I think really help on your farm. Now, most of these mods can be found right off the in-game mod hub. The majority of them are also for PC, Xbox, and PlayStation as well. There are a few that are scripted mods that are only for the PC, and we'll go over that. So this is my top 10, and welcome in, and I hope you guys are enjoying the content. Make sure you like and subscribe the video. Let's start our countdown with number 10. With number 10, we come to Easy Development Commands. Like I said, this can be found right on the in-game mod hub, but this one is only available for PC. What this mod allows you to do, it allows you to add money, take away money, change the fields. You're able to add super strength, speed player, and also time scale to increase how fast the time changes. So this is a quite useful mod, can be used on servers as well as in single player. I think this one has to be on every map that you play, so that's why it comes in at number 10. At number 9, we come to the Allis-Chalmers 8550. I really enjoy this tractor. This falls under the large tractor category. It has 302 horsepower, multiple options on some wheel sizes you can choose from, in the Michelin and the Midas. You can switch between those. You want duals, just bigger tires. You can switch exhausts and throw a terminal inside. A nice old school feeling tractor with decent horsepower to it. This is one I really like to use on most of my playthroughs, where it gets you a nice medium in between tractor while still gives you that a nice aesthetic feel to it. Number 8 on our list is the John Deere 2410 3-section plow. I really like this. It is one of my favorite plows to use. Chews up a good bit of area, coming in at 12 meters. And it also pulls a direct behind for your plowing situations. One of my favorites to use. I much prefer this style to the other style in the base game. This one right here, not too many things you can do with it. You can throw the hitch configuration on it. They have a couple different options, or you can put a cultivator or something behind it if you would like to as well. Some really nice options with this. Like I said, really nice, 12 meters, only requires 200 horsepower. This is on the in-game mod hub and will work for PlayStation, Xbox, and PC as well. At number 7, we have the Case Early Riser 2150. This is for PC, Xbox, and PS4 as well. There are 2 versions of this. You have this is the larger one. It is 12.19 meters. It has a lot of different options you can do with this one. I really like this mod. It allows you to do some of the smaller planting while still having a large enough base and not need such a large tractor. So the Alice would be a good combination with this, or something in the medium to a smaller of the larger tractor. So the 2 versions of this are the 12 row of the 2150 at $150,000 base. And then we have the 16 row, which I just showed you. Multiple options, hydraulic cooler, which that sounds amazing whenever it's up and running. Rear attacher numbers on it, supplement buckets, wheels and tracks. It has a scale on it. You can put different hoppers on it for liquid with wing or liquid without. So multiple different options on it. You got the smart box on it, and those are the wing options if you choose to use them. Trimmed out, you're looking at a $327,000 piece of equipment, but I really like this one. Is the TLX Phoenix. I am also including the new service pack that came with it. I think it is a fantastic series. You can see here all the different options. You have the Wreck-It. This is in the copper edition. You have the new service bed. You've got the blacked out, the Black Beauty right here. This is your standard. You have a log bed. a dump truck, and then a flatbed, all in the service edition. So both with the normal and the packs, I really, really like this. There is a ton of customization, ton of options with these. If you're looking for a base game, in-game mod hub truck, this is the truck you have to go with. I think just for that reason, it is fantastic. Many, many options to choose from, and it is on all platforms as well. When we come into the store, you're going to see the Phoenix edition as well as the service frames. You will need the regular ones for the wood bed as well as the dump bed, and this one will take all your service beds. And it is based like this. Multiple different color options they've included. You have the red, the Phoenix blue, the Jungle Fever, the Old Citadel Aged, Tiffany blue, all really nice colors for it as well. When we come down, multiple different option rims you can put on it. There are special editions. You have the Silver Bullet, the Copperhead, the Black Bell, and the Standard. Mirrors and bumpers, exhaust is all changeable, and one of the really nice things is you have the engine setup. You go from 400 horsepower all the way up to the 1100 horsepower. So you can pull almost anything you need with this. So just the versatility of this mod brings it in at number 6. At number 5, we have the T-Rex or the Trex 600. Now, this mod is not for everybody. If you enjoy doing forestry, you can use this for you doing your stumps. Or if you don't enjoy doing forestry, you can go ahead and use this to just delete trees. So it's very, very handy, a versatile mod. It is available on all platforms as well, and it can be found in the in-game mod hub. There's nothing too fancy about it when we look at it in store here. I mean, you have your decent palette of colors to choose from. Nothing too crazy, and you can throw the forestry grid on it, and then change the tracks to the wide, and then these extra wide ones as well. Coming in at number 4, we have the John Deere X9 Combine. This is fantastic for the large capacity, as well as speed and how well this mod is made. I very, very much like this one. Now, with this mod, you have 4 different options. You have the 1000 in US, the 1100 in US, as well as both of those in the European. For me today, we chose the US version as that's the style I play, which you have the increased capacity. So standard is 16, 18, and then up to 26.9 capacity on it. It's got good horsepower, extra lights, the tracks on it. You can throw the demo sticker on it. I don't particularly use it, but I very much like this mod. Now, it is going to set you back $867,000. It is available on all platforms as well. I think for as far as combines go, especially console players, largest capacity, and just works really, really well. So that is our number 4. That brings us to our number 3 best mods of this. Right here, we have the DB120 and the DB60. Both are also in the in-game mod hub for all platforms. I really like these. They are no-till seeders, or you can go ahead and do multiple options with these as well. Very fast at planning, gives you multiple options. It can really speed up the process. Just the overall width of the DB120 can really make things nice and fast for you, especially when you get into larger fields. The first one we'll take a look at in here for our number 3 is the DB60. Like I said, multiple options, different wheel brands. You can go to the John Deere, gives you the tracks. A couple different options there. You can put on the no-till cleaners or just the standard lights. You can put a attacher on back, GPS if you're using that. Nice mod that's going to set you back about $172,000. As for the 120, we are up to 36.5 meters. So you can cover some acreage with this. You're going to have roughly the same options, but you can put a liquid fert options on it as well, or the plus tank for it. So it gives you pretty much the same combination, but a much steeper price at $358,000. When I get into the big fields, especially you get anything relatively open, you can just go ahead and crank out some acres with this. I very much like this. So that comes in at our number 3 mod. At number 2, we have another interesting mod. This one is more used for other mods as placeables, but it is the Global Company, which is only for PC. I really like this mod. I think it is quite amazing. I highly recommend it. It is for PC only, but the one thing about it is you have the active extended placeables where it allows you to be able to place buildings down pretty much anywhere, whether you own the land or not. So I really like this one. If you do enjoy running horses on your farm, it allows you to hire the horse helpers as well. And if you were to have buildings down, say a potato wash or something like that, you can find it in here. A lot of maps require this as a base mod for it. So I highly, highly recommend using this mod if you have not already done so. And that brings us to our number 1 mod, which is a vehicle control add-on. This is going to be used for your GPS. I prefer this one versus guided steering. I think it works better. I really like how it works, operates. It's much simpler. It is left Alt W and left Control W to set, and then get snapped into your lines for your GPS. You have a multitude of snap angles from 1 degree up to 90. The working with here pretty much automatically adjusts to most implements you are using. If it does not recognize it, you just go in here, backspace, put in 0, and then it'll readjust to the implement you're using. A couple other options on it are some throttle options, some steering, some keyboard sounds, shuttle, which is an interesting use. So if you're using a steering wheel and pedals, you just use your space bar and it goes into reverse, or you're using your gas pedal to go forward and reverse. So essentially allowing it to shift. You do have some options for shifting in here if you were to have a G29, a G27 shift or something like that. Plus multiple transmissions modes. So you have the IVT 4x4, 4x4 power shift, 2x6 full power shift, 6 gears, a splitter, 6x4, and so on. As you can see, the multiple different options they have in for it. You can turn off your speed limiter, so if you're going downhill, you'll pick up speed, that kind of fun stuff as well. There is some traction control here. A couple things they've added to it. Now, this doesn't work on all vehicles, but some it does. You can increase your horsepower on your vehicle. So if you have something like maybe a John Deere 40 series and you want to run a bigger piece of equipment behind it, you could bump it up to, say, 500 horsepower, something along those lines. And you can also change the speed limit on some vehicles as well. And then you have a global setting in here, which will take effect over all vehicles then as well. So that is our number 1 mod on the list. I hope you guys enjoyed the top 10 list. These are my favorite mods, as well as the best, and I think most important mods you're going to want to start with every map. So make sure you guys like and subscribe that video and come back for some more.